iTitle1 families. I wanted to put together a little video for you. It's been a couple of weeks. I hope everybody's doing all right with their books and their workbooks, and that the marking of the words is going well. A big thank you to everybody that came out last Thursday and got magnetic letter boards for your kids to be using at home. In the lesson plan that I emailed you for the Wilson program, there's a portion in there where it talks about how then you're supposed to, after they've read the words, then they have to make them with the letters. So that's what those letter boards are for. I got to talk on the phone with several parents last week as well to kind of go over any questions on lesson plans that you might have. So let me know. You'll have my cell phone, so you can call me. We can set up a Zoom anytime that it's convenient. I did have a few thoughts after we met last time. We were talking about the marking of the words. There was one thing that I didn't go over with you, and that was marking of the glued sounds. Glued sounds are things like ing, ong, ung, ang. And then the other four you have are ink, onk, unk, and ank. This marker isn't the greatest, but I'm going to show you what I have. So when your child has these in the word, we're going to talk about how they are to mark those glued sounds. So let's say the word was ring. Then they would draw a box around the glued sound, like that. Okay? So any of these glued sounds, when they're marking their words, those glued sounds need to have a box around them. Not a circle, a box. Another thing I thought after the fact, I handed everybody, not everybody, those that came up, I handed you the letter boards. On those letter boards, they have, of course, the magnetic letters. There are some blank tiles, too, that you'll notice. And those are for, if you have a word, let's say, just to be simple, dad. So you only have one D on your letter board. So you would, for the first D, you would pull down the D letter tile, then you would grab an A, and for that second D, since you only have the one with the D on it, then you grab that blank yellow. The yellow tiles are for the consonants, and the pink tiles are for the vowels. I think I also put, there was no way that I could hand out enough glued sounds or vowel teams for everyone. The vowel teams are things like A-I, A-Y, E-E, O-U, those sorts of things. Vowel teams are made up of vowels. So if your word that your child is trying to make has a vowel team in it, as opposed to grabbing an E and an A, we teach them that those two letters go together to make one sound. So let's say your word was lead, as in the lead in a pencil. You would grab an L, then you would pick up a blank pink. That's a bad example, actually, because that one is not following the rule. So let's do the word seed. Grab an S, grab a blank pink for the E-E, and then grab your D. I believe I also put some blank glued sound tiles. The glued sounds, the ing, the ong, you'll notice those are all in green. They're on green tiles. So there is a blank one. Some of those I did not have enough of. And so you may notice that you've got one blank green tile. And so that if you have a word with a glued sound. Say maybe I didn't have enough ink for your board. So for the ink glued sound, you would use that blank green tile. But it's really important to make sure that they're distinguishing between the vowels, the consonants, and then those glued sounds are also a different color. Suffixes such as ed and ing, those have a yellow suffix tile. Hey, Sophie, or Paisley. And so that's important. And then it's also very important to make sure that if the word has a vowel team, if it's 2 letters that go together, just like the digraphs, it's 2 letters, but they go together for one sound, you want to use those blank tiles instead of having them put the 2 letters on separately. So hopefully that makes sense.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to my title kids.
Okay.
Hopefully that makes sense. Like I said, you can always reach me. I'm going to embed this video. Quit, honey. I'm going to embed this video into an email and get that sent out to you. Let me know if you'd like to set up a Zoom meeting, and we'll take care of that also. So I hope you're doing well, and be looking for an email from me in your inbox. Take care.